All right, so here is that 25 3/4 ton AT4X. So I'm going to show you around it inside out. This truck did just came in, sorry. So we have not detailed it. We've not serviced it yet. So you're seeing exactly how she showed up. So right here, of course, being the AT4X, it does have the 18-inch wheels. It's got Goodyear Wranglers on it, and they have a ton of tread left in them, so I wouldn't be real concerned about that at all. Obviously, power boards. And then this is the 6'6" box. So it is the what's called a standard box on a 3/4 ton. Wheels are all nice and clean. Tires all seem to be exactly factory, no big deal. Of course, you can see right up there the mag ride suspension on her. Now coming on out back here, it does of course have black front and rear bumpers. And then it does have a small ding right there in the bumper. And you can see, obviously I can fix the paint chip, but the ding is going to stay for sure. Now, it does have the multi-flex gate. And then also you can see we do have the puck system. It is a factory spray and bed liner. That GMC right up there tells me that. Nobody else takes the time to do that. And then of course, sorry, it's hard to do that one-handed. With it being an AT4X, this does fold down to the step. And one little light scuff on that side too. That I don't see any ding on. Now coming on down this side, let's take a peek down the body lines. Yeah, body looks nice and straight on this side. It does have, I think this truck spent a lot of time in a car wash, and the reason why I say that, it's got a couple of like light lines in it. Right there. And then up here, you can see it. That is a paint chip right there. It does have a couple little, these I'm sure will buff. That I'm gonna have to have touched up. And you can see that little bit of line right there. So we'll get that buffed out too. Now the front end is pretty darn clean on this truck. I will say, you get up real close, you're going to see some peppering on this front bumper. That's pretty standard on these trucks. This is metal, so it has no give to it, unlike the plastic up here. So this is gonna stay. Now, once we buff, it will come out looking a little bit nicer, but that stuff's gonna stay. And you can see a light little scuffy right there on that. Now coming on around here to the driver's side, like I said, the wheels are nice and clean all the way around. I don't see any big scratches or anything like that in them. Side of the truck's pretty clean. It's got one little door ding right there. And my dent guy, I'm sure, can get that. That looks like, yeah, it looks like it's in far enough. He should be able to get that out for me. Inside, of course, AT4s have the actual leather seating. It does have the floor liners all the way through it. And this truck has kind of the same thing on this side. You can see just some light little lines. So I think it probably spent some time in a car wash, a lot of time in a car wash, honestly. We did finally get smart and move the DEF fluid to right there. Overall, though, pretty clean truck. So obviously needs detailed. Just got a little dirt on the floor, but let's hop on up in here. So, like I said, we haven't detailed it, so obviously, hey, we're going to change the fuel filter, and it's due for an oil change, and whatever that was about the brakes, so we'll get that taken care of. Now, this vehicle does have 31,000 and change on it. It does have heads-up display. It's extremely hard to get that on video, so you may have to just trust me a bit on that, but that's what that giant hole right there does, as well as here are your controls for it. Now right below that we have our four-wheel drive stuff with our mode selector. We also have our lighting controls right here. We have our memory seating. And then if we look right on down here, we do have mirror controls. So these do have power extend and power fold. Now, of course, being a 25, it is still under factory warranty. So you do have Google Maps right here. These are internet-based maps. You do have to have the Wi-Fi for these to work. Now, you being a 25, it is still under the trial from OnStar. You can tell they probably never used it, so let me turn stuff on here and hit a few buttons, and I'll get to where it's actually zooming in. There we go. So out here in the middle of the cornfield, we do not have the fastest internet you've ever seen, so this is going to be a little laggy out here. And I'm really not too close to the road. I'm actually back in the parking lot just a little bit, but you can see it loads right on up there. Now, also, we do have our camera views. So we've got our surround vision. We got our nice zoom down view front and rear. We have our curb cams, make sure we don't take out one of those wheels. We do have our hitch view. And we also have our bed view. So lots and lots of different stuff to play with there. Another really nice thing that a lot of my clients really like is the trailering screen. So this has the ability, big one in here, trailer light test. Hook your trailer up, hit the button, it'll cycle all the lights and tell you if you have a light out or not. Now also in here, you can see we can change what's being displayed on this side, music, and then also navigation. Of course, right below that, we do have heated and ventilated seats. We have our exhaust grade braking. We have our lane keep assist. We have our park sensors. We have our button to open the tailgate. Hazard lights. Traction control off. This simply drops all 4 windows. And then being an AT4X, you will see it has an electronic locking rear differential. So you hit that button, it'll lock up the rear diff. Think of it kind of like the old posse traction type of thing. Right here, of course, is our downhill assist control. Coming on below that, we do have some storage. USB, USB-C. Right there is our trailer brake controller, and then you'll see right here it slots in. So that is actually our wireless charging. And there's some gum left in there. Like I said, we haven't detailed it yet. But you'll see we have a 110 on that side, USB and USB-C on there. And then, of course, if I shut the lid, it is wrapped in leather as well with the AT4X emblem. Now, up here, we do have double glove boxes. You can see those are for the trailer. If you ever decide you want to add those to a trailer, the truck can actually tell you the tire pressure inside your trailer. So we do have all the books, including the original window sticker up top there. And then also, this is Alcantara headliner. So it does have the sunroof, as well as it does have the power slider back there on the back window. So let me know what questions you have, and I'll be happy to answer those to the best of my ability. Look forward to talking to you again soon.